My name is Alyssa. This happened the summer before my sophomore year of college, and I'm still not sure I fully believe it happened. I wasn't even planning to share it, partly because it's so surreal, and partly because it still gives me chills, but my cousin brought it up at a family barbecue last weekend, and the memory hit me like a brick. It was August, hot, damp, and noisy in that way small towns get when everyone's windows are open and the crickets outnumber the people. I was staying with my aunt and uncle at their cabin while my parents were overseas for a few weeks. They live in this weirdly scenic, off-the-grid spot in rural Pennsylvania. You know the kind of place. Lots of old barns, rusty trucks in the yard, and neighbors spaced far enough apart that you can scream your lungs out and no one would hear you. Perfect for a horror movie. Not so great for a nervous city girl who still sleeps with a fan on for white noise. They didn't have Wi-Fi. That should tell you a lot right there. Anyway, one night, maybe a week into my stay, they went to some community dinner at the fire hall down the road. I didn't feel like going, so I stayed behind. I had a book, my aunt's ancient CD player, and a couple of those giant Costco cookies she hoards in the pantry. Honestly, I was kind of looking forward to the quiet. Until it got to quiet, it started with the dog, Bailey. Big, lazy shepherd mix who usually only moved if he smelled food or heard the fridge open. That night, just after the sun dipped below the trees, Bailey sat up straight and stared out the sliding back door. His ears perked, his body stiff, no growling, no barking, just silent attention, like he saw something. I went to the glass door, pulled the curtain back, and looked. There was nothing, just the overgrown backyard and a sliver of the woods behind it. I figured maybe it was a deer. But then Bailey backed away from the door, slowly, like whatever was out there scared the crap out of him. That's when the motion sensor light above the door flicked on. I flinched, not because of the light, but because when it turned on, I saw something move. Something tall. It wasn't a deer. Too upright. Too still. Just a shadow stepping behind one of the thick trees at the edge of the woods. I froze. Every horror movie instinct I ever had came flooding into my brain. I stood there like a moron, trying to rationalize it. A hunter? A lost hiker? I don't know what made me do it, but I grabbed the cordless phone from the kitchen and dialed my aunt's number. It rang twice before she picked up. Hey, what's up? I tried to keep my voice casual. Is anyone supposed to be coming over tonight? She hesitated. No, why? I told her. Not all the details. Just that Bailey was acting weird and I thought I saw someone in the woods. She got quiet for a second, then said, "Lock the doors. We'll be home in 20." Click. I locked every window and door in that house and sat in the hallway with the dog and a fireplace poker. Bailey still wouldn't go near the glass door. 15 minutes passed. Maybe more. I didn't move. I just listened to the silence, to the creaks, to every tiny shift of the house. Then someone knocked on the front door. 3 slow, deliberate knocks. I didn't answer. I couldn't even breathe. Bailey didn't bark. He just whimpered. Another knock. I peeked through the front blinds. No one was there, but the motion light in the back was on again. I don't remember deciding to hide, but I ended up in the laundry room, crouched behind the dryer, clutching the phone and that ridiculous fireplace tool like they were sacred artifacts. The knocks never came again, and I never heard footsteps. Just the quiet buzz of the dryer's power outlet and Bailey panting softly beside me. Eventually, I heard a car pull into the gravel driveway. Then my aunt's voice. We triple-checked the yard. Nothing. No signs of anyone. No footprints in the dirt. Nothing out of place except one thing. A mark in the condensation of the back door's glass. A small smudge, like a fingerprint. But it was too high up, like 6.5 feet off the ground. We didn't call the police. Not officially. Just a local friend who was on the volunteer force. He did a quick drive around and said he'd check back in the morning. I didn't sleep that night, and I never stayed in that cabin alone again. I don't have some big theory about what it was or who. Could have been a prank, a squatter, a drifter. But something about that night felt off. Like whoever was out there wanted me to know they were there, but didn't he want to be seen? I still think about it whenever I hear a knock at the door and no one is supposed to be visiting. I don't expect anyone to believe me, but I had to tell someone. Just once, before I forget it again.